Hello everyone, Lynette here with Charmed Grammy Crochet. Today is Vlogust Day 10 and it is also Thursday, so it is Luck of the Draw 6th day. So I have that to show you and my Tunisian, which is in my hand. So I'm doing the Tunisian, totally Tunisian crochet along thing that Jada and Stitches is doing. Let's go with that way. This stitch is, I don't know what it's called, but it looks like ribbing. So you knit 2, purl 2, I think. I don't remember the names of those stitches either. But I really enjoy doing this. And, you know, if it was like, well, even this big is probably not bad. For a sweater, awesome, right? I totally love it. Yeah, I'm showing it to you the right direction. This is being done out of sugar whale cotton in the color mint tea for my kitchen, as I talked about before. But I added a couple of rows to it, and the stitch is going really quickly. Like the last stitch that we did, that we just kept being in the back row all the time, went really fast. But this one is, I could probably finish this in you know, like I sit down at work and crochet before work, and sometimes on my breaks, but not all the time, depending on how many people I have to chat with. And if I'm chatting, I tend to do more chatting and less crocheting. So some days I get 3 stitches done because I'm just like, oh yeah, and blah, 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 blah. You know, I like to chat. And other days I'm sitting there all by myself and not eating, like on a break or whatever. And so then I enjoyed crocheting. So yesterday I had a couple of breaks that one, I think I probably crocheted 20 minutes yesterday, and on this, you know, at work. And today I crocheted on it about 20 minutes, but I was talking during all of that crocheting. So that's, and I had a couple of rows into it, but I probably maybe tripled the size of it. I think I was only like down here. So chatting for like 10 minutes at a time and crocheting for 10 minutes at a time a couple of times today and yesterday, and I got that much done on it. So I'm really quite impressed with how quickly it's working up, how easily it's working up. I don't know that I would do an entire sweater of this, but the ribs, you know, smaller hook. I'm using with this weight yarn. I'm using a 5.0 millimeter Tunisian, Tunisian hook, and this is a 3 weight yarn. So I think if I wanted it to be like ribbing on the sweater, I think it's a little loose for that at this weight. Maybe I would go 4.5 or 4.5 to give it a little more, you know, sweater ribbing kind of feel. But loving it. I really am liking it a lot. So if I didn't want to save this project for working on at work, I would crochet it up in a minute and be done with it. But I do like having something to fiddle with. That's why I like this crochet along, because it gives me something to fiddle with at work. Once you get the stitch done, you know, pattern down, then it's a real easy, like the stitches so far, Jay just does a very great job of explaining them, and the stitches so far have been very easy to work on. So they make a really good crochet and fiddle at work while I chatter, because you know, chatter. And the other thing is that I wanted to show you is that this is Luck of the Draw 6, week 2 deuces. And so I finished that project since I've been home from work today. Oh, and let's see. So the project week by week for individual weeks is living in my Rose Likes Crochet bag that Rose gifted me from Rose Likes Crochet. Hi, Rose. I really love the bag. It's perfect for one big, you know, one full skein, like regular size skein, and one big mega ball size skein. And so far the project that I'm working on. So let's show you. I am using a 7mm hook with this, and my if you don't know Luck of the Draw, Nan from Nan's Next Knots, Nancy has been doing, this is the 6th Luck of the Draw. It was originally done with the pattern she created, and you make a blanket. But some of us, over the course of the 6 times, this is only my 3rd or 4th time to do one, I haven't wanted to really make a blanket, so I've made other things every time, and other people have also made other things every time, besides the blanket. So this time I'm making a wrap, and it's a design that I got out of my crochet world, which I did not take out of the bag. So it's this design that is this crochet world. Yeah, it's out of the April 2022 Crochet World design. It's called Reversible and Almost Square. Oh no, it's called Fading Rainbow because it gets lighter on this side the way they do it. I just stole the stitch pattern because I thought it was kind of cool looking, but I'm making a wrap out of this. And like I said, I am using a 7mm hook, a clover hook, and with Luck of the Draw, you have a base color, in case you're unfamiliar. This is only week 2, by the way, so you can definitely join in. But this is, you have a base color, and then you have 8 other colors. All of my other colors, I just have regular, size skeins of yarn for. The base color, which I won't use all this. A, my wrap isn't that big. And B, I haven't ever used one full skein of yarn in any of them. So, I guess my projects aren't big enough. But anyway, so for my base color, I'm using this Pound of Love in the color, I think it's just navy. Over 800 yards. Where's the color? Where's it tell me the color? 100% acrylic. It doesn't want to tell me the color. Oh, it's behind this writing here. Navy. Yep, it is. It's just navy. So it's a Pound of Love in navy. That's my base color. I'm attached to the navy yarn because I changed color in the end of the stitch, so I have to keep it attached until next week. So this is the base color is navy, then this is week 1, and now this is week 2. So week 2 is, I'm using this Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway Carrot. This color is called Carrot. And I think this one was my Hobby Lobby yarn called Desert Glaze. I think that's what this one is. So all of my colors are fall colors, autumnal, right? Except kind of the blue, maybe. Well, maybe still, I don't know. So they're all going to be kind of yellows and golds and oranges and a red, I think. And, of course, a purple. So, anyway, this is week 2. This is just going to be a wrap. So, it'll be like this long, hang down your arm long. And so, I'm crocheting it to go this direction. Or this direction. Whichever way. So, that's how it's going to go. I'm loving it. And I did this in an hour. This week's, I was chatting on the phone with my girlfriend. We chatted for an hour. I was chatting for a while before I picked it up. And by the time we got off the phone, I'm like, oh, geez, I'm done. So very brainless design, pattern design, very easy, easy to, like, I just want to make something else out of it that I can just continue to do because, out of the stitch pattern, because I can talk, watch TV, and just crochet along. And it's treble crochets, so the stitches are big. I think it'll be like, I want to make it that you can really wrap up in it. So I want to make it wide enough to do that, or long enough to do that, and yet it still be kind of drapey. That's why I did the big hook, and I want the big holes in it, so it doesn't have to be too hot. If you just wanted to drape it over and around, as it grows, and just like let it hang. But we have a lot of cold months here, So I wanted it to be long, warm enough that if you were cold, it would keep you warm, but holy enough to not make you too hot if it's not. I mean, you're not going to wear it if it's 90 degrees. But then I wouldn't wear one made out of one weight yarn when it's 90 degrees. So there's that. So that's all I have for you today. This is my update. I am coming from you in the yarn room today because um, I was told when I did my tour, my Flash Your Stash tour after I rearranged my yarn room, that people were commenting that they really like it when I video in here. It's really hard. I don't have a table. I don't have space for a table. So when I'm chatting and I'm sitting here, I feel like I don't have any place to put my hands unless I'm holding on to something. And I don't have anywhere to put what I'm talking about besides the floor. So then I'm up and down, because I really don't have space for a table. I can literally touch yarn to yarn. I mean, that's all the wider the room is. So it's, there's just not that much space in here. It's a great space, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about that. It's just not a great space necessarily for filming. But someone asked me about, you showed all your yarn, now which is your favorites? So I thought that's going to be a great video. I think I'm going to really enjoy making a video about the yarns that I have in here and which ones I like and why. So I think tomorrow morning, my husband has to work and I do not. I have laundry to do. But we're not going to the campground tonight or tomorrow. We're not going until Saturday, so I'm not pressed for time, which frequently that is the case on we'll go Thursday night or Friday, and so I try to get everything done that I need to do to take with me. But at this point, I'm not needing a lot to take with me. We haven't even discussed what we're eating over the weekend, so I don't know if I have to shop. But I'm thinking I will take some time in the morning and go through some of this. I've been thinking about it ever since I read the comment from one of my subscribers in the comments of the Flash Your Stash video. I'm like, oh, that's a really good question. Which is my favorite? Which are my favorites, and how should I approach that? So stay tuned, because that's an upcoming video that I keep playing over for the last couple of days in my head. Oh yeah, how we're going to do that. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. So this is Vlogust Day 10. And I will, don't forget, and I don't remember which video it is, but there's a giveaway in one of them. So go watch that video and do the giveaway thing. I put it in the title, so you know it's there. It's not a hidden thing. So go jump in and watch that if you haven't. And I will see you tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Bye, bye, bye. Oh, duh, I forgot. To mention. Or not mention, but actually tell you. Nan is not pulling the numbers this time for Luck of the Draw 6. Trisha, my good friend Trisha, Mama Swift, all these, she'll be linked. Nan will be linked. Her video for this week from Trisha will be linked, that pulls the yarn for this week, the color. Trisha has also started a web page on Facebook, so you can post your pictures there and see what everybody else is making. She's got some new people joined this time. We have a Facebook Messenger chat, so you can talk to the other people that are crocheting a Luck of the Draw project. It's so very cool to see what everybody else is making, and see their projects come together. It's fabulous. So if you have not ever done a Luck of the Draw, please jump in. I'm sure Trisha's explaining how to find it, but I just the Luck of the Draw Facebook group page, I think, or something. The chats, like, email her if you need to. It's so fun. it really brings you together. And the yarn community is so nice to each other, and they're so cooperative with everyone. And it's just fun to get to know more and more of your yarny sisters. So I'm encouraging you to just jump in. You don't have to make anything big. Like I said, my shawl is only, actually it's 30 inches, my wrap. Just because that worked out to be a good length to stop the pattern. But it doesn't have to be anything big. And you could crochet a pot holder every week. Show that this is what I made. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if a pot holder is the greatest idea because you don't get to see all the colors together. It's not as much fun, but it could just be a small project. And you get to hang out with everyone. That's the fun of it. So, plus the patterns are, finding a project to do and stuff. But that part's fun too. But the community part of it is really great. So anyway, enough of this. I will see you. Hopefully you'll join me in tomorrow's video. Bye again.